Hi, and welcome to part 4. We're already at part 4. We're progressing along. Look at what I picked up. Remember I told you I went to Ross? Look at this, my big, giant, huge diamond. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, this will be my little mark. I'll just have that on there. So, it just makes me feel good. Feels good to hold it. I don't know. I was thinking what I want to do when I'm done with this. I have a lot of broken jewelry and things like that from the film industry and lots of really cool costume jewelry. So what I'm going to do is when this is done, I'm going to get a frame and I'm going to take some of the broken pieces and glue it all on the outside of the frame to make it really awesome, and I'll show you how to do that. And then also, because I have so much of this jewelry, I'll put like little broken jewelry lots together for you, and then I'll have a link for it, and then I can mail it to you. And I don't know how to figure out how to price it. Some of it's pretty expensive, like I have Weiss jewelry, and I don't know if you know about costume jewelry, but I'll try to take the little broken pieces and make like little lots, and then you can make your own little frame. So I thought of that idea today when I got that diamond. Alright, well anyway, let's continue on with part 4. Now all I did here when I just to get this started, we've done all this. I've done all this on camera for you, but over here I just did the leaves again, the exact same way that we've been doing it, exactly no different. I just filled them in just to save a little bit of time. So now what we want to work on here, I want to work on these flowers. So sorry, but I gotta kind of adjust this camera a little bit here because I have to be comfortable when I'm coloring. All right, so let's do these flowers over here now. So let me get the colors that we're going to use for these. I think what I want to do is maybe I kind of like the way this one came out. And I think I'll do this one in the same way. And I wanted to show you something here too. Oh, I'm so sorry about having to mess with this camera. This filming part is just annoying, but just bear with me, okay? I'm sorry about that. But I did want to show you what I've been doing, and hopefully you're doing the same thing. In the book here, where I have my my little notes, I just write down, and I'm keeping track of what I do. So like here, when we did this color flower here, I put the notes, I put what colors we used for it, and then the same over here on this side when we did that flower. So like since I want to do this flower again over there, I could just pull out this book and say, okay, these are the colors that we used. And when we did this flower, so it's really handy if you make a nice book like this. Plus it's just fun, to hold it, and they make, like I showed you in the last video, they make really cute, at Ross, these cute little books, and you can keep all of your little records of it, of how you're coming along. And then also they have these little ones that you could get too, which is, you can make little swatches of colors. Whatever you feel like you can put them in. This is good because it can fit like really nicely in your purse. But whenever you find little things like this, maybe you might want to think about it and say, God, what can I use that for? Well, now you know. You can make a little, like a reference book kind of thing. Anyway, I just thought I'd share that with you. I have lots of little cool goodies like that. Like my pencils, when I'm working on them, for example, I keep them in, okay, so like, for example, these were all the colors that we've been using for this particular piece. So I keep them out so that I have that palette here. And then, but I have a bigger one over here to my right, you can't see it, that has all the colors in it that I'm digging out of. But when I'm actually working on a piece, the colors that I've used, I keep them out in this separate little box. So, just saying, giving you a couple little tips as we move along here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, to do this, I'm going to go back to my handy dandy book, and we're going to see what colors that I use for that. So, I could see that we need to pull out that yellow ochre again. We need to pull out the canary yellow, and then that yellowed orange that we were using before, and the Scarlet Lake, and then we had that Tuscan red, which was right here. So hopefully if you're like me, you keep a little separate thing out where the colors that you've used already in that palette, if you just keep them out, they'll be ready for you, you know, in case you need them. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is, let's go back nice and close to this flower over here. And I'm just going to fill in this whole thing with the yellow ochre. So let's just begin. Okay. And I'm going to be putting this in here like this. And actually, this time, I feel like I really want to put some more music on. I keep getting tagged from that piano music that I had. So I'm going to have to pick a different kind of a music. Okay. So now, this one music that I picked here, it just says relaxing piano music. It says New Age music, royalty free by Gabriel Tosi. So let's hope I can use that. I just like something playing in the background, you know. Alright, so let's begin another coloring session, part 4. So this one I'm going to finish this, and then we'll get to the tattoos on her body and the bird, and then we'll do the background. And then maybe we'll get to that frame I was telling you about. Okay. I'm just going to randomly put this in because I kind of remember I want the tips to be a little bit lighter, so just keep that in. Okay. Thank you so much for all your great comments. It makes me feel really good. It just encourages me to make more. The next one I'm going to do is going to be out of this book as well. I just have to find a picture that inspires me. Okay. Alright, then let's take the yellow this is the canary yellow, and I'm going to just put it on the tips like that. See, look at that. It's already just come, such little things comes to life. Okay. Okay, I'm just filling this in. Alright, okay, maybe put some yellow in here, just random. You can see I was not really being careful about it. I'm just sort of just laying in the color. You gotta be a little bit more careful when we get to this part. Now let's get this this really pretty yellowed orange, and let's put this in the base. Base of the flower. Follow the way that the flower goes. There we go. And then under here. And then we'll do up in here. Okay. And then let's do up inside this, closer to the base again, to get that around the little cup, I guess is what that's called, right? Okay. And then we're going to do, let's do over in here. I don't know if you're putting my video on a big enlarged full screen or not, but if you really want to see what I'm doing, if you click that little button on the bottom right side, it makes it really, really big. But I mean, you lose a little bit of that video quality, but you could see it closer if you have bad eyes like me. I got really bad eyes because I'm always on the computer. Okay, now let's grab the red. I'm gonna put my paper down. This paper protects my finger from getting, cause see, it was getting dirty, and then it gets up on your, like I just did up here. I know I'm gonna be doing a background, so I'm not really that worried, but I want to keep it a little bit cleaner because we've worked too hard on our picture. Okay, so I'm coming up with that fiery color here that comes up. Kind of went over it a little bit here, but that's okay. I'll just bring it down. Okay. Just lightly feathering it up to the top. Really fiery, isn't it? I mean, it's really, I really like that effect. She's a fiery girl. Okay, let's go in here now. Get this little area right in here. I hope you're having fun coloring, and I really want to see how your pages are coming out. So let's get that group going on my that new Facebook page, the extreme coloring page that I have, because I like color all the time, like seriously. So if you happen to be around and I'm doing a live streaming color, we could color together because it's live. You know, you can ask questions in the little chat box, and I'll be able to see. It'll be live. I mean, this is live, sort of, but not really, because it's like an after effect. But when I'm doing it on a live stream, it's like real time. I mean, we might be in different time zones, but you'll be watching me wherever time zone you're in. I know Australia is, I think, 12 hours ahead. And I have some followers from all over the world, actually. So it's pretty cool when we can all hang out together. Alright, okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's get in this area here. And over here, this is the bottom of this side I'll get. I'm not gonna go up too high on this one. Alright. Okay. Now, I think also I want a little bit of that in here. My pencil again, sorry, but I know it's annoying to have that sound, but I need a sharper tip in here because I really want to get into these petals nicely, these little petals. It's coming up here. Take our time. Remember, this picture's going to be around forever, so you want to take your time on it. This is your masterpiece. You want it to be good. Okay, now let's take that Tuscan red, and now we'll put in the drama. is where we have our colors. Remember, we want a light, medium, a dark, and then the darkest. And sometimes even darker, even sometimes. The more colors you use to layer, the better. You got to be kind of careful though, because if you use too many, you'll start getting it what's called muddy, and we don't want muddy. That's why also you got to know a little bit about the color wheel, because if you put something that's not right with the color wheel, that'll make it muddy too. So you want to make sure you're always doing. I color things that are opposite the color wheel when I'm picking colors, because that's how I could get a real dramatic effect, unless I'm doing a really pastel-y one. But I'm more, I don't know, I like the real vibrant stuff, but I know it's weird. Sometimes my mood will change and I'll just be in the mood to do something really soft with pastel colors. It's funny how my mood changes. There is another book I want to try. It's called Romantic Country. I don't have it yet, but I've seen some pictures in there that look pretty fun to do. But the thing is, I'm having fun right now with this style for some reason, because I've never done skin before, so I'm kind of, that book has a lot of faces with, and some gems and things that I like. I like the other books like Secret Garden and Magical Jungle and stuff, but the thing about that book, I think for me, it's just, it's so many leaves. It's like all leaves everywhere, and I get kind of sick of the leaves. I like doing things that are a little bit, you know, leaves get. Where's my camera filter? Am I losing my camera? Sorry about that if I did. I get sick of just doing, I mean, just leaves only can be fun for so long, you know. There's a lot of leaves. There's butterflies in there, the Secret Gardens and Enchanted Forest. I know that they're popular, and you probably have a copy. I have several copies, actually, of each one of them. But like I say, there's too many leaves in a lot of those. Don't get me wrong, I'm not like saying anything bad about that book, because that book's great. I think it's just because I've been coloring it so long in that book, and I've done them all different ways, you know. Like I've made a copy of one page, one version, and then I would do it in a different color. But she did a new one, Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. That's kind of cute. It's just kind of different because it's more like you're actually feel like you're illustrating your own children's book, you know. I don't know if she's making a new one or not. I don't know. I'm sure she is, because that's what she does. Her name is Johanna Basford. She's the one who actually started this, made the craze kind of so popular. She's the big founder of the rage. Okay, so there. So we've got that looking pretty good, huh? See? See, it balances it, because we have that one there, that one there. That probably means that maybe we should do maybe this same one over here, and maybe this over there. Unless I want to, I mean, we don't have to. We could do whatever we want. But I'm thinking just for the balance of it, you know, that's kind of what we should do. So let's get out that color palette that we were using for that, which was, we'll have to base it. See, that's why my book, see, it comes in handy, because even I forget what I used. So we used this one here, which was lavender, and then we used the hot pink. So we pull out the hot pink, Then we used some of that really pretty ultramarine blue, and then we used the processed red, and then we had black for a little bit of dramatic effect. So you see how this is the flower we're gonna do right now. Is this one? Okay. So I have the colors out. So let's do that. See, now you're getting better at flowers, right? And you can now remember, and you're gonna be able to. It's not that speed matters, but I'm just saying that you're gonna start remembering the different colors that you used, you know, and you'll be able to. Hold on, I need my stronger glasses. Look, I have actually literally. Look at how many glasses I have. And I even have more than this. I've got like probably 50 different glasses. My eyes seem to change. I need one to look at the computer screen. I need one that's stronger. I need one for reading, one for sun. It's like I have so many glasses. Okay, these were a little dirty. I'll clean them up. Okay. So I think let's put this one over here. Let's just fill in this area, right? We're gonna do this flower, so I want to get up in here for you. Okay. There we go. Okay, and then just basing it in lightly. Like I say, you can always go darker. So that's why if you start off light, plus it doesn't ruin the tooth of your paper. You want to you don't want to press down on the tooth of your paper, because then the pencil won't have anything to stick to. And I don't know if you have a printer at home or if you're just coloring out of the coloring book. The coloring book has itself, it's really good paper. This is just I use I think this is it's 100-pound cardstock is the paper I use. I don't use the real thin kind, you know. I use a little bit heavier paper. It's not like an expensive watercolor paper or anything like that. It's just, I got it at Office Max. Just a, you know, a ream of 500 sheets. It was like 10 bucks or something. Okay, so now we have our pretty flower in here. And let's see, is this a leaf here? Sometimes I can't tell. I don't think this is part of the flower. I think this is part of the background color. So I'm going to just grab one of those greens that we were using and just, I don't know if you forgot about that area yourself, but I did. So I'm just going to fill it in with some green. And looks like this area here too. And looks like in here also. I just forgot that when I was coloring, but you know what, it happened to me, it could probably happen to you too. Alright, so now let's okay, let's grab this one here. Okay, so now I grabbed this one, which is processed red, and with the processed red, what we want to do now is do right inside the base, and don't go all the way to the top, just feather it up lightly and just get the base in there. And this one curves around, so see how I'm kind of going along with the curve of the little petal. Okay, and do the same down in here with the I'll leave that little light right in there, just so it looks like maybe a little light is shining through. Yeah, so it gives it a little transparent look. Go along here. And I hope you're having a nice day. Today for me it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday, right after the New Year's holiday. So my kids, my younger kids, my 10 and 15, got to start school again because they had off. So they'll be back in school and life will resume back to normal. Whatever normal is. In my house, there's really no such thing as normal. And I love my Christmas lights that are all still up. I'm going to leave them up longer. There's no rule to say when you have to take it down. I'll leave it up a little bit. The lights are pretty and make me happy. And I decided life is a lot shorter than you think. And if something makes you happy, then it makes you happy. And you should do it. Alright, sorry I had to sharpen my pencil again. I know it does get annoying, but it needs to be done. Okay, and I'm just making my little flicks that I do because I like to have the little lines in there just to give it the look, you know, because like flowers have little teeny little lines like that, you know, like right there where you see. It just makes it look a little bit better. Okay, and now we're going to come in here and just follow along with me. Pause it when you need to. But take your time, don't rush. If I'm going too fast for you, just pause it, catch up, and then restart it, because it's not a race and there's no hurry. I'm just having a good time here. I'm drinking I'm having, hold on, I'm trying to concentrate right here. So see how it's kind of bending in this little area? I want it to kind of look like it's bending right there. There we go. All right. Okay. So, you know what? I'm too close. I'm so sorry. I'm really sucking on the filming right now, aren't I? Okay. Gosh, she was really looking pretty, isn't she? Ooh, it gives me chills. It's so pretty. All right. Now, if we look over here, we're going to have to put in some of these little bit darker of the, let's see, that's actually not ultramarine blue, because that ultramarine blue was this one. And we're doing this one. So I think I'm going to use, let's pull out that dark purple that we were using before. So sorry about the colors I told you before. Let's do the dark purple for inside of here. I mean, we could have used the blue if we wanted to. I could have, but let's just go with the dark purple. And these colors go good anyways. The dark purple with the processed red. It's a nice color combination. And again, just put it in your book. There. Starting to get a little dimension now. Okay, so let's do in here now. Oh, I was telling you about my beverage. I'm going to take a sip right now. And right now I'm actually having a Coors Light beer. My daughter she never drinks. I don't allow her to have soda, but we went to Pollo Loco for lunch and she got, I let her have it once in a while. She got a Coke and I thought, it sounds refreshing, but I didn't want all that sugar. So I grabbed a Coors Light. So don't judge me, okay? Don't worry, I'm not going to get drunk on one Coors Light beer. Ah, so good. Okay. Now, I'm going to come up here and just shade this area in. Okay. I think maybe I'll just outline that just a little bit right here. Give that petal a little bit of love. Okay, and we'll go underneath here and okay. It's coming out really pretty. Okay, now let's do in here. It's starting to get darker earlier. It's weird. I could tell because I mean I have a lot of lights on to do this filming, but even so, it still changes the lighting in here as it gets darker. No matter how many lights I have in here, it's weird. And there's nothing like the actual sunlight. I don't know if it's the white light or what it is, but the actual sunlight itself makes the difference onto how the colors I could see with my picture. Okay. There we go. All right. Now, that's very dramatic, and I like the look of that. I'm wondering if, I mean, I don't have to have it like this. I kind of like that. I don't know. Let's grab the our yellow ochre. See, what I do, like if I need to sharpen my pencil and I don't want to, when you put it in the actual pencil sharpener, it eats it and it makes your pencil like shorter. And I only do that if I can't do it like this anymore. But you could just sharpen your pencil by just kind of rolling it around in your hand, and then see, you can get a really, really nice, I don't know if you can see that. See, it's a really sharp tip. And then you don't have to eat all your pencil away. Okay, but now what I want to do is, because I don't want to, see, this is dirty on this side, and I'm just going to get a new piece of paper and put it underneath my hand here. Okay, let's do the middle of this flower with some of that yellow, and let's leave some of the tips white for the highlight, the tips. Just follow along. Okay, so we got these tips there, and then let's take the dark purple, or yeah, well, that's fine, just grab some dark purple and just bring it up these stems. See how that gives that nice little hue in here? And don't go too far up again, just you just want it for the pretty definition. Okay, I was coming down. go. All right, let's grab the processed red and just go on maybe a couple of them. See how I'm just bringing the color. I don't want too much of that color, but just put it where you want it, just to add a little, again, interest, you know. All the little details we do is what really makes us stand apart. Okay, so that looks really, really good and bright. And I think I'm not even gonna put the yellow. Let's grab a white. How about we put some white on the tip? We haven't done that yet. Let's make this one really soft, and let's just blend. Oh, I did it again. Blend this in with the white. Now you see how the difference, how that makes it really softens it up, doesn't it? See? Okay. See, that's pretty. We haven't done one of those yet, so it's kind of nice to change it up, right? So just take your white pencil and be careful. You know, you gotta be kind of neat with it because and go in the direction of the flower. You don't want any sideways moves. Go in the exact way the petal is going. Do your best anyway. I'm pressing pretty hard too. I wouldn't say like smashing it in, but I'm pushing hard so I can push one pigment color into the next, you know. But always go the direction of the flower, because if you don't, then it'll look sideways and it won't look good. So this one, that's why I turn the paper according to what's more comfortable for me when I'm drawing. Okay, that looks pretty good. I really like that. I think I'm just going to leave it light like that, because even though it's not exactly the same, we don't care. We really don't. We want the variety, and that looks good. That's matching. It's very, very pleasing to the eye. And now we could do this one in here, I guess, because that way it looks like it'll be set back a little bit. Because if we put this one here, that would pop it out, because see, this is really bright. That would pop out, and so, but I think we want it to look like it's more like this one. So really the only difference between this one and this one over here is that I have yellow over it, and if you put yellow over this, it would look just like this one, you know. But I kind of liked it with that brightness in there, so I'm just gonna leave it. I don't know what'll happen. I might, you know, change it after and maybe add a little tint to that, but for right now, I don't know, I just kind of like it. So let's do the same exact colors. Make it easy, right? So just put that lavender again. Color's already out. I'm trying to remember to go in a little, so I know you like to see what's going on, right? So come along and follow the line again of the flower as best as you can. You know, if this is coming around, try to go around that way. Just blend it in nicely. Okay. Just follow along. Enjoy yourself. Don't think about the cares of the world. Just think about how your pencil feels, how great it is to be alive, that you could just have the time right now to be coloring, doing something that you love. That's a gift in itself, isn't it? Alright, okay. Now let's take some hot pink and put some hot pink in the middle area. Just the middles. Blend it. Don't try to keep it soft at the bottom and soft at the top, and then you can put more of the pigment in the middle. But you want to blend it nicely in, you know, into the, like up in here, nice and light. Down in here, nice and light. Just so that has a nice gradual blending. Okay. Just, so I'm very lightly putting it right up in here, very lightly, and then a little bit more heavier pressure right in here, and then light again. Okay, gives it a little nice color. Okay, let's take the processed red now and let's go up. And this one here, we need to come around a little bit. Okay, and then we'll come down in here. And then this is kind of going underneath, so we give it a little bit of a shade since it's bending. And this one's a little pinker, which is okay, you know, to have a variety is good. You know, we're not like nature, you know, not everything is exactly the same. Or people even. Even though everybody has two eyes, a nose, and a mouth, it's weird how we all look so different, right? Just one little nuance and the whole thing changes. You like that analogy? It's pretty funny, huh? Okay. Okay. See in here too how this right here is bending a little bit? We need to add some shade in here. And again, you know, we didn't have to do that. But do you see the difference when you do? See, it's just one more thing that, you know, puts you over the top. Okay, let's get this, the dark purple, and put that wherever you want it down here, however thick you want yours. You might not be using these colors, but the process is still the same, where you have a light, a medium, and a darkest sometimes even. That's why I can't wait to see yours, like, especially if you chose different colors. That would be fun to see. We're all doing the same picture, but different color schemes that we have in mind, you know. But you know, like I say, no matter what color palette you're choosing, if you maybe, let's say maybe we're doing this all in browns, or maybe we're doing this in all pastels, really light colors. As long as you keep that same rule, light, medium, dark, and the darkest, then you're going to be okay. You just make sure you stay with the colors that you've chosen in your palette. And make sure you have a light, a medium, and a dark. And a darkest even. I might put black in the bottom of this, I'm not sure. I'll know in a minute. Alright, we've got that going. And now let's grab the yellow ochre. Okay, now this would be different too if I grab I'll just show you. See, let's say I wanted to use well, I can't find a note on it. Where did I put it? I have everything exactly where I needed it, but because my yellow, that's weird. What, maybe it rolled off. It just disappeared. I don't know. I was looking for my canary yellow. Probably rolled off my desk somewhere. Oh well, anyway, I was just going to show you what it would look like if you put the canary yellow over the top. This one that I'm here it is. This one is just, see, it got short. See, it's shorter, so it kind of sinks down in my box. But like if you put this bright yellow at the tip, you see that? It just gives you a really brighter yellow. And then let's put this one down here, and it's a little bit more subdued. So since I've already started with that premise, I might as well do the rest that way too. So I'm going to put the canary yellow at the tip. Okay. Now we could have put a blue on this as well, a non-photo blue, and that would have made it a little bit more purplier. There's so many different ways you could do that with these colors. Okay, now let's do the middle of these the way we've always been. Just leave the tips white, put the yellow in, and then let's grab the dark purple. And put that in the base. Got that. Okay, and then I think what we need to do is add some of this hot pink maybe in here, just a little bit. A couple of the spots. Okay. Just putting a couple. And I think I'm going to take the bright yellow again, the canary yellow, and just go over the area in here. Just to give it, I've just made that just a little bit better. And then we'll do the same thing over here on this flower here. Put the yellow up in here. Just adding the little final details, you know. And again, I see something in here I missed. In here. And so I just grabbed any green. As long as it's a green. That's okay. Okay. I could see maybe in here, I put a little dark green, come down, maybe darken it in here a little since I have it out. This is that marine green. I'm just, again, just putting in a little bit extra love, a little extra detail to really get the look that I'm going for. Okay. Look at her. She's really pretty. Okay. Let's now work on this flower right here. Ooh, we're almost going to get to the pretty birdie. Alright, so now what do you think we should do for that color? I know I should have this all planned out, but I don't. Well, we never used the ultramarine blue here, so let's maybe change it up. Let's grab the sorry about my reach again here. This non-photo blue, and let's introduce a new color. Let's take this powder blue 1087 powder blue, and we use this, and we use the ultramarine blue, and then for the darker, let's pull in a little bit of lavender in there, and then I think what we need is we're going to need to pull in a little, this is Copenhagen blue. And again, since I'm not sure, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to practice the colors out here. So this would be that blue there, and then let's see, and then I'll put some of this over it. I like the way that looks. And then I'm going to put a little bit of lavender for like an accent. Let's see how I like that. And then we're going to need a darker for the middle. And do I like that? Yeah, and I say okay, so looking pretty good. I like that. And then maybe I'm gonna see, do I want a little hot pink in here? Possibly. Alright, so I have these colors. Well, let's try it out. So let's come over here now and let's base in and actually let's leave the tips kind of white. Alright, so let's go in closer here. Let's get in closer. Alright, so just leave a little bit of the tip white for just an added highlight, and put in this pretty powdered blue color. Okay. And just come up here with it. Okay. Okay. And just follow along. I'm just basing it in, really. Just getting the little undercolor. And like I say, remember when we're working in layers, one layer on top of the other gives it look more translucent, more light and airy. Alright, so now that's looking pretty good. Now let's get this, this is the non-photo blue, okay? And again, let's start at the base and then flick our way up with our little flicking motion, going the way of the petal. But the color underneath added a little tone to it, so it's not bright white, you know, because we put the powder blue underneath there. And don't go all the way to the top. You want some of that powder blue to show. Just going around. Just follow along and just do the bases of these, the little leaf buds. Just like I am, you can see, not hard at all. Okay. Now we'll do the, this is the ultramarine blue, and now I'm just going to be very lightly with it and just get the ever so lightly on the inside. See, don't bring it too far up, just a little of this goes a long way because we want the effect. Yeah. Just take your time. And go up here. You want to have a sharper pencil like mine is. You want it so you can get in the area. You know, you need it to be sharper. Okay, let's color it in. Just do a good job. Okay, I think I'm going to go up a little bit with this one. Maybe around that little, the little beady bud, the little bead bud. Okay. Alright, well unfortunately, sometimes this does happen. My battery had a problem, and then my memory card had a problem. So I had to wait like an hour, maybe even longer, before it would like re-fix itself, and I was afraid I was going to lose everything. But I didn't. But while I was waiting, I just, you know, got bored. So all I did is just fill fill in the rest of this area here with the blue, and I added a little bit of processed red. You could see just a little bit to just in here, you know, or wherever, in little spots. And then I put in the same yellow that we were using before with a little bit of red at the bottom, a little bit of that orange. So that's all I did. So you really didn't miss anything, but thank God I didn't lose the whole thing. So let's see what we've got so far with her. And she's really looking pretty. I'm still not sure what I want to do with that background yet. I might just make it all black, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I think maybe I'll try some pastels. I'm still trying to think that through. But so now I think what we'll do is let's work on the bird, okay? Do something a little fun here. So let's get in tight here and let's do little birdie. All right. I think what we should do is let's first start off with that. I think maybe actually let's start off with the two yellows and some of this orange. So grab our yellows that we've been getting, the canary yellow, the yellow ochre, and then that yellow orange. And let's do his little head here and some yellow. Put some bright yellow in the head here. These are just some colors I'm going to pick just because they're out, but I mean, whatever color you want to do your birdie. I just feel like, you know, we already got these colors going, so I might as well just go with it. And then I'm just gonna, I want to give him a little watercolor look. So I'm just gonna put maybe some yellow in here. Leave the head. See how I left the little head yellow. And then let's grab this processed red and maybe put some around the eye, maybe some under the eye, maybe on the back a little bit. And I would like I said, a little I kind of want a little watercolory look. So let's grab this, the non-photo blue, and let's put a little blue in here. Blue and yellow make green, right? And yellow are blue and the red make a purple, so we're kind of getting three colors by doing this. It's another one of my little magic tricks, right? So where the yellow is, and you put the blue, you're going to get a kind of a green. And then where the red was and the blue, we're going to get kind of like a purple. So we're getting a little watercolory effect. And let's grab the yellow again and just brighten it up. See how it really, really brightens that up now? There, okay, so that's a really pretty, that's a pretty head. It looks like a beautiful little birdie head. Let's take this one, the mulberry. This is the mulberry color that we were using, and maybe just put a little bit, maybe in the beak, maybe right, real careful on the edge. You know, just again, I like just for a little accent, you know. Okay, I don't want to do too much. I just want it to have a really pretty little feel to it. And then let's take that yellow ochre and we'll do its beak here. And then throw in some of that orange, maybe at the base. And maybe a little processed red in here. Okay, and I think, how about, let's put some blue on these little guys. And then, how about some ultramarine blue in here, just on the sides though, because then we could put some more of this. Actually, let's get this color out. This is electric blue. We haven't used electric blue yet. Let's use that. Okay, this is number 104. 40. And I'm just going to put a little bit of electric blue in there. It's just a little different color, you know, just to brighten it up, I guess. Okay, let's throw in, how about some blue up in here. Okay, and then some yellow over it. Get that magic going. So see how that turns a really pretty greenish. Give them a little watercolory type look, and maybe a little bit of shading, just right here. Just maybe I'm just adding a little shade in there. Just I want them really colorful, you know. So I think we're achieving that so far, so good. And a little bit of blue down here, some more of that yellow, get that magic happening, and we'll put the legs, some little yellow little legs, and then maybe put some orange in there, and some orange at the tips. Okay, we got some birdie colors going. Okay, I think we need a little bit of some of this lavender color. That's the lavender we've been using. These are all the same colors that we've been using. Grab some lavender, maybe put some in here. Okay, how about some processed red right in here? And I'm going to do this whole wing and just the tip part though. I mean the part nearest the base. Leave the tip that color, because let's put in some of that, let's get that hot pink going. Put the hot pink here. And that way we got a little bit of that hot pink going. And then the magic again with the yellow, because that's the magic of extreme coloring. We get that pretty look. Now over this purple, if we put a little bit of blue, of that blue, maybe in here a little, it's just a little purple in there, and maybe a little blue in here, just to get that really pretty little watercolor effect. See? See? It's coming out just really, really nice. And you know, you could just put the colors anywhere. I'm just putting a little bit more blue in here. However you feel, whatever you feel you want. I'll put some blue in here, some blue in here, and I kind of like the look of that green. I'm just going to do it right on the tip there, and maybe a yellow here for brightness. I think maybe in here, maybe let's go with this lavender again. Put some lavender in here. Now, I don't think we've tried the yellow over the lavender. Let's see what we get there. That's good. That's pretty, the little yellow over the lavender. And then maybe some orange in here. Whatever colors you feel you want, just kind of put them in. As you can see, there's really no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing here. This is processed red. I'm going to put some in here. I didn't think it had enough punch to it. So I'm just putting colors kind of random, you know, just putting the colors in there randomly. Put maybe a little in here on the edge. See? It's looking really pretty. It's a pretty little birdie. Okay, maybe some of that mulberry just right in here, maybe. Right just at the base. I'm just darkening that up a little bit. You know me, gotta have that drama. Alright, so I got that. That actually looks really good, see? And I think I'll put a little right in here. A little more. There you go. Okay, so let's do, in this part here, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to kind of carry this around with the yellow on its little belly, and then I'm just going to add the blue in there again. I kind of like that look of the watercolor it got going. Okay, for the tail, I kind of like what we did over here. This little color. So let's put some of this non-photo blue, and I'm just going to leave the tips kind of white, I guess, for now. Never know what I'm going to do. I'm just going with it here. Hope you're having fun with it. And I'm going to do, I think I'll just I'm just going to do them all. What the heck? I'm just going to, I have it out, and it's pretty, so I'm just going to do the whole tail like that. Okay, and then let's put a little hot pink in there up at the tip, because that way that pink really shows up where we left it white. I mean, like I say, I just kind of randomly picked these colors. Maybe I could have did better, but I kind of liked how that was. I liked it how I was looking. I mean, I think it looks really pretty. I'm actually happy with it. Okay, so now I think we need to add this. This is that processed red, and I like the look of that. So I'm going to add some of that in the base. And there we go here. Okay, I'm just kind of, as you can see, I'm just going for it. Can't be afraid, you know. I didn't even put this down on a piece of paper to even see. I just sort of just did it. But it's coming in, it looks really nice. Now I'm going to throw in some of the bright yellow, and to give me my really pretty little rainbow effect that I happen to love for this picture, and complete the birdie. Go around here in the yellow, whatever's kind of left over, I just put in the yellow since I have it out. I mean, not that that's the best way to do it, just because I have it out. I just thought that it does look a little pretty. I'm going to take that this marine green that we were using before on the leaf, and I'm just going to put a little bit down in here. Again, see, we don't have to do that, but that little bit of detail, you know, just adding a little bit of detail is what, you know, sets us apart, and that's what we're after. So I'm going to take the time and put that in. Okay, and I think the birdie looks good. Let's pull out and see. Ooh, see, look, pretty little birdie. Now we can even go further if we want. I'm gonna take a little bit of that marine green and maybe just shade under a couple of these under the belly right here, just a little bit. I just thought it needed just a little bit. See, just a little bit of, didn't need a lot, but just some, you know, just to really give it, again, that special little detail that we want. And that really does make a difference in our picture. It really does, you know. Put a little down in here. Okay, don't want to do too crazy with her. Okay, she looks groovy. Groovy, groovy. You want to see up close? There she is. Groovy. She looks beautiful. All right. Alright, there we go. She's really coming along, isn't she? Alright, so now I think what we need to start working on is I'm going to end this video here, and we're going to come back and then we're going to do her tattoos, and I got to figure out what we're going to do in the background. I don't know if you have pastels or not. That's why I'm not sure if I want to choose pastels, but I don't want to leave it just white in the background, I don't think. Or maybe just, I'm not sure. If you have any suggestions by the time I upload this video, let me have them. Okay, well, thank you for watching. Let's go on now to the end, final part 5.